What is happening, boys? Turbo Toys here. But you can call me Turbo and
Oh no!
Jar, I'm not going to tell you again. Would you put that blaster down?
Boom! Crazy!
Crazy indeed, because if you follow this channel, you know that it's predominantly wrestling based. And I do get asked on the Instagrams if there's anything else that I do collect. And I will get into that because there's Ghostbusters, He-Man, more Star Wars, but Star Wars was the reason why I started collecting. Now boys, I am very much in the vintage side of collecting Star Wars, but I have amassed quite a collection of the Black Series, whether it be 3 3/4 to the 6-inch, and down the road I would love to show you more. But I will say this, boys, these ones did actually catch my eye, and now I just want to show you all a quick look-ski at these fantastic retro collection, the set 1 of 6 figures. Now, I do plan to keep these mock until I have somewhere decent enough to display them, but what I will do is I'll compare these to the original version, so I hope you enjoy this. And one of the main reasons why I want to keep these mock is because I've really got no reason to open these, and I always wanted a vintage collection on card. And what a great way to start a collection and having 6 of the main characters all looking nice and crisp in their package. Now the great thing right off the bat with these figures is the packaging just looks true to the original, which is amazing. And for a lot of people that didn't get a chance to collect these new, what a great opportunity. So what I really like about the packaging is it's got this weathered effect all over it, so it actually looks like it could have been from the 70s, but it's actually printed on, so don't be fooled. Has the nice classic Star Wars banner, plus the identification of the figure in the packaging, as well as the retro collection sticker, and of course the tribute to Kenner. Behind the figure is an image of Luke Skywalker looking out into the distance of Tatooine. Now every single figure has their own individual image. As we look on the back of the box, we see it's got every single member of this set, plus every single back of the box is the same. And then the write-up on the back of the box states that the Star Wars Retro Collection is inspired by the 1970s Star Wars figures and features the original figure design and detailing. Continue your collection from a galaxy far, far away. I mean, so boys, like I said, I don't plan to open these, but as I said, I'd love to display these next to the original ones, so I see no point in opening them and ruining such great design work on the cards. Now, I would have bought 2 sets of this, but the price of buying 2 sets plus all my other collecting habits, it just would have been a bit too much. So I'd just love to show you all the version of how they would look, probably brand new, compared to how they look all these years later. And the interesting thing is, the figures that I'm comparing these to are roughly like 6 or 7 years older than I am, so it's quite old, because I suppose I'm quite old. But boys, here we see a nice, vibrant, brand spanking new looking Luke Skywalker in the package, and then we see his 1977 brother. And he's looking a bit worse for wear, but look on the bright side, boys, we've still got the yellow lightsaber, so not always lost. But being that this was probably a hand-me-down from my older brothers, a lot of these are going to look really, really poor. Jumping straight in with Chewie, now they've really done a good job in replicating the original design, that you would not be able to tell these two apart. I feel like there's a couple of these newer figures that have just had a good repaint, a bit like this Han Solo. I just feel like it's the older one just been repainted like a custom. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but I did wonder if they'd actually produced a pinhead version of that figure, because that would have been something I would have really liked to have seen. And hopefully with these new ones we won't get that sort of yellow discoloration that we got with the previous ones, because this poor Princess Leia looks like she's been through the wars. I think she's only got one eye as well, but the retro collection is absolutely flawless. Talking about absolutely flawless figures, now this figure is probably one of my most favourite figures in any collection. Now this is the discoloration I was talking about, but I have actually seen a lot worse Stormtroopers than this one. So I'm very pleased to have both the retro and the 1977 original in the collection. Now this collection is like a volume 1 of a greatest hits album. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. Here we see the Darth Vader from 1977 with the new one. And again, they've just done a really, really good job at just mimicking exactly how it looks in its original form. But boys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on these figures. Like, would you like to see them produce every single vintage figure from 1977 onwards? Or do you think they should just stick to 6 of the best? Because I think right now they've got 6 Empire Strikes Back figures just released. So I personally think they should just do 6 of the best. I think it's a nice throwback, but I don't want them to take the mystique away from the original figures. But it's still great to see that the original Kenner line is still influencing figures like the Reaction series and stuff like that. But as for this line, I don't know if I'll be getting any more, because I'm still looking out for the original Last 17 series from 1985, and they're quite expensive, so I'd rather put the money towards something like that, to be honest. But the great thing is, for a lot of people, this would be a proper nostalgic feeling, rebuying all these figures. But like I say, for me, I don't think nothing will beat the original collection. But boys, that's going to do it for this one today. So if you want to see what else I get up to, don't forget to click on the video links at the end of the video. Come check me out on Instagram at Turbo Toys. And until the next video, boys, I will see ya when I see ya.
Oh no!
Jar Jar, I'm not going to tell you again.